Guys, good morning or good afternoon, or depending on what part of the globe or location you're at. So today I want to do another video, and I want to talk about, been getting a lot of emails about how to defeat or how to clear negative energy or toxic individuals, toxic energy. This is what I want to talk about today. I'm going to give you some really good tips and methods for you to use so that you can eliminate and clear away any negative or toxic energy individuals in your life. All right, a narcissist is to the full extent. So here's a big tip: if you are having an experience, or your mate or some part of your family member might be a narcissist, here's narcissist in statistics, or narcissist personalities. A narcissist is an individual that believes everything revolves around them. Okay, they believe that you are there to help them. Okay, they believe, what can I get from you? Okay, that's a narcissist. They have very rational and very intuitive thinking mind, rather not intuitive, but they have a very rational thinking mind. They'll actually use their mind against you. In other words, they can make you feel guilty. They're the individuals that make you feel guilty, that makes you feel like you're the problem, and they makes themselves the victim. And a narcissist is always an individual who's always have something going on in their lives. There's always negative, toxic. They believe the world revolves around them. They believe that you're there to serve them, so to speak, and they make you feel inferior. Okay, sociopath is on the same level, but a sociopath individual is more cunning and they're more deliberate. Narcissists, their ultimate goal is to feed off of your energy. Okay, number two, the ego is the driving force of all negative energies. Let me repeat that. The ego mind is the driving force. Here's what happens. If you engage with toxic individuals, okay, if you engage in the argument and they come in and they want to start something up and you start to engage, that's what they want subconsciously, because now you're creating that energy. You're creating that negative energy, you're creating momentum, they feed off of that. So number one, you must stop engaging. The ego mind always loves to justify itself. It wants to be correct. It wants to be right. So you have to stop. So how do I stop, Mark? I'll give you a big tip. If you notice you're about to engage in some negative individuals or toxic individuals and they want to start something up, you must stop, take a deep breath, okay? And have the awareness to realize, wait a minute, this is my ego wants to justify or want to be right. So what? If your ego wants to be right, you must realize different levels of consciousness. You know, individuals have different levels of consciousness. You know, some individuals, their mind aren't there yet, so to speak. They haven't gotten to that level of awareness. So, you know, we all wonder, why is he doing this? As we explained, each individual vibrates at different levels of consciousness. That's all there is to it, because of how they were brought and taught to go up. So in other words, when a toxic individual or a negative individual is interacting with you, they literally believe that what they're doing is right, because that's what they were taught. See, next tip, you must start to associate yourself with positive-minded individuals. Bring yourself around things that inspire you. Surround yourself with people who have the same goals, dreams, desires as you. Watch programs, anything that can lift your vibration. These are things that will help you to break that negative bond, okay? Also, here's another big tip. Do not let individuals that don't believe or in alignment or have the positive high vibrations of you towards your desires and manifestation. In other words, don't tell everybody what you're desiring to manifest. Do not do that, okay? Especially negative, toxic individuals. You must keep your desires within yourself, or you must share it with individuals who have the same mind-like mentality as you, so that you can create and attract more. Because here's how it works. Each individual, we all have that two minds. Let's talk about the two minds, the conscious and the subconscious mind. So if you're going around and say you desire to win the lottery, and you're telling everybody at work, okay, everybody say, oh yes, that's great, that's great. You know, there's some individuals there, they'll say, oh, that's great, that's great. But deep within their subconscious mind, they don't like that. So their subconscious mind now, energy, or their energy now starts to affect yours, because deep down they don't like it. They're upset because they don't have what they want, or their life is not the way they want it. So their ego takes over and says, you ain't gonna win, or so these can create a little bit of a block. So keep your desires to yourself until it manifests, or share it with the same individuals that are in line with you on the same purpose. Because the beauty of this is Once you surround yourself with the same individuals or the same type of persons that have the same belief paradigm as you, you create what we call momentum now, critical mass, and that will uplift your energy. Your energy now creates more energy. Before you know it, you get manifestation, or you allow things to come into your reality. So that's the big key, guys. Always remember that, okay? Here's a big T. By giving gratitude to them, just being happy for who you are. Here's another one. Forgiveness. This is the ultimate energy to nullify negative energy. Just forgive. You must forgive any individual that have done you wrong. Because if you don't forgive that individual, you are still under their control, my friend, and you become the victim. Okay? Once you forgive, you release all the energy. Because guess what? There's nothing that can hold you now. You're free. You can float and you can attract more. See, that's the hidden message right there. Forgiveness. You have to forgive. It's a very high energetic frequency. What else is very high? Also, love. You have to learn to give love. Even when individuals do wrong or bad, forgive them. Because remember, it's not about them. Really, it's about you. It's about protecting, releasing your energy, or your creative magnetic energy, so that you can attract more. So the biggest key, guys, is to forgive. Throughout your whole life, anybody that's done you wrong, you must forgive right now. If you forgive them right this minute, you have released toxic energy that was holding you back. You no longer becomes a victim, and you're no longer their prisoner, so to speak. They have no more power over you. All right? That's what you use to manifest your thoughts. So do not allow toxic or negative individuals to steal it. So remember, negative individuals or toxic individuals, they're on different spectrums. So remember, it's not my job to figure them out. It's only my job to figure and protect my energy. That's number one. Number two, realize and have the awareness that each individual exists on a different level of spectrum of consciousness. Okay, that's number two. Number three, keep in mind that if you allow toxic individuals to affect you, they'll affect your cells, your power to create. You don't want that. Number four, disengage from the argument. You don't have to be right. You don't have to justify it. That's what negative and toxic individuals want. Okay? So number five, meditate. When you find yourself, take a deep breath, inhale, exhale, and say these words: I only allow positive thoughts or feelings that make me feel good to enter my mind. Therefore, you will negate and you'll cut off that supply. Number six, surround yourself with information, stories, books, anything that is in agreement with what you're manifesting or what you're achieving within your reality. All right, guys? So that's all. These are ways you can really eliminate and distance negative individuals. Now, you have many individuals that live with you, your spouse. It's the same method. If your spouse or your family members do not believe what you're doing, don't say it, man. You don't have to tell them. You're not entitled to. It's your reality. We each create our own. It's what you're desiring. It's what you're manifesting. Okay. Once you manifest it and it shows, then you can tell it. But if you're not, keep in mind, a lot of us aren't as strong yet, so they can affect you if they say, "Oh, it's never going to happen. You can't do it. It won't work." There you go. Now you start to vibrate low. You lose hope. You lose confidence, and you cut off your own desires. So always keep things within yourself, or only tell it to individuals that believe the same belief spectrum as you, and therefore you will create it. Okay? Because remember, on everything we do, we are all emitting energetic signatures, subconsciously, high and low. And you want to stay on the high spectrum of that consciousness. And there's always going to be toxic individuals around. Okay? They're always going to come around, because remember, the beauty, here's a good in what I call the double-edged sword of being a high vibrational individual. High vibration individuals are positive individuals. They exhibit such high energy that everything wants to be a part of it. Even the negative energy. They envy it. They envy you because of how high your vibration is. So they want to kind of suck that energy. So that's how it is when you have really, really high energy individual. So you have to keep that in mind, that I must protect my energy, because even low vibrational individuals will seek to what we call steal or emit some of your energy. Just a simple fact, guys. As human beings, as individuals, we all want the same thing. Everybody wants to be happy, successful. Well, and if you see somebody that's doing success and happy and they're not, then it's a natural tendency for the ego to get jealous, envious, hate, and grudging. Okay? So these are some big tips for you today to eliminate and remove toxic energy, negative individuals. You can raise your vibration, and you can manifest and get what you want faster. All right.